gone.
Oh no, that's not a good start. Boundary. That's a good shot from Sean. That'll help. Bang!
Straight over the top.
Pop that bitch. Piss off.
Oh my giddy ups. Ballsy!
Oh,
Caught that
what a
bitch.
bowl.
In the air.
Correct.
13. Ballsy! Piss
And
off,
he's
good
gone.
run. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to round 9 of the Brisbane West Indoor Sports Indoor Cricket Competition. I am Frank Davidson, son of Harley. We've got a big one this evening. Wet Desire v Drink and Drive. In the commentary box with me, as always, is Mr. Ben Dover. How are you, buddy?
Sitting down this week.
Only sitting down, mate.
Only sitting down.
So there's fair bit to play for tonight. Drink and Drive looking to cement their spot in that top 4. Wet
Yeah.
Desire be thinking about, just jumping into that top 4 spot as well. Put a bit of pressure on a few of the other sides looking for it.
Yeah, bit of pressure.
So we've got the team lists are in. So Wet Desire there, they've pulled in the Kelvinator and Joel Borman. They've used that little bit of money they got in the salary cap to really hay in. They've seen this game as a chance to.
There's a couple of spare tins in the bottom of the
spare
box.
tins in the bottom of the box. So Drink and Drive at full strength though. No changes there. So News in the middle. Drink and Drive won the toss, and they're going to bat first.
Should be interesting. We'll have to see what Barry has to say about it as well, considering that Harley incident last week.
Oh,
Where
the
are you,
Harley
Barry?
incident.
Barry, where are you?
How you going, bro?
This is Even Stevens, 3 cents in it.
Oh, very much.
2 copper coins, a 1 and a 2
But
center.
I don't know who's going to win this week, bro. I don't know who's going to win. And so I had to get the bonus bets going and get some bonus bet money on it on the ones that I think are definitely going to happen.
You got another Harley to sell this week if you start running losses?
Oh, absolutely, bro.
Yeah, I thought you might.
No, this is the postman Hardy, though.
So Nick Robson to drop a catch. Bit of money in that one.
Well, anything can happen, bro. Anything can happen. But, I need people to put their money on and not win it.
Oh, well, we'll see how it goes.
So I don't think he's got one tonight. And I don't think Lucky Hinch can take a wicket tonight. But then people put the money on it.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, well, there you hear. But you hear it first here, folks. Barry's got some money down, so he's been pretty good the past couple of weeks, hasn't he, Benny?
Yeah, it hasn't been too bad. If you hear a Harley starting in the background, we know that he's taken off with the winnings.
Oh, absolutely.
Or his winnings.
Well, I think it's fair to say if you hear the Harley start and you know that if we hear a Harley start tonight, we know full well that Drink and Drive are going to win. So
That wasn't a Harley, that was the Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, I think that. Oh, have you got some?
That
You got some
wasn't me.
inside
wasn't me,
info
it
there
was
going.
yours.
You're putting some secret bets on there.
I better check mine, actually.
check the secret bets.
I
as
turned
they
all
say.
13 of my phones onto silent, so it took me 10 minutes to do it.
Of course. So, but we see the players making their way out there now. And looks like we have Jared Besmanhout opening with Raf Johnson. So,
Not a bad batting average
not
there.
a bad average there at all, is there?
17.17.
It's got 1717. So, and just see the stumps at the far end just not quite playing the game. You see the Kelvinator hard at work there.
Yes, indeed. Oh, well, Stumps are doing about as good a job as Curator Bob's your uncle did. It's a bit of a goat track out there today.
That doesn't look that great, does it?
No, it looks like the grade has been over it, and that's all they've done.
So we see Sean James opening the bowling this night. Umpire calls play, first ball. Ooh, and a very questionable delivery there. And Jared says, yeah, I'll have the re-bowl. So he's probably got him on a wide and a nelly there, I imagine. So jackpot to be re-bowled. Oh, big swing. Foot just behind the line.
Yeah, I'm a little uncertain as to whether there was a ding on that one as well.
Oh, I don't think there was a ding there, but he had a fair case for stumping. But here we go. Third ball, score must change. Big shot into the back corner. So down the back, so there's some runs there. 4 off 4 runs there. So now Johnson to face his opening ball. So I think that's just Joel Borman just indicating the ball's moving around a bit. It's a bit uneven, like you said, a bit of a goat's track out there.
Yeah, it's an absolute goat. We might go down there at half-time and throw the roller out on it.
Oh, there may not be much of a seam left on that ball up by that stage.
No.
Another ball. So James, not too bad here. He's hitting a good length. Ooh, full delivery placed into the offside. So Johnson's off the mark. There's some more updates there from Borman. Ball swinging away apparently. So final ball, the first over. Drink and drive, just cruising along. Nothing too extravagant. Yeah. And the end of the over. Oh, hang on, this is... Oh my, we've got a wicket here. This is...
It looked like it.
It did look like it.
Just wasn't convinced.
Wasn't very convincing there. Not any real celebration at all from the bat net there. It was very half-hearted. So there you go. So end of the over. Sean James picks up his opening wicket.
High expectations from Wet Desire there today.
Very high expectations. So let me see. So young Robbie in now. Robbie's a real legend of the game. So yeah, so legendary. Doesn't even have a last name. That's quite a legendary.
It was a good ball too.
Good legendary bowling there.
Yep.
From the legend himself. So. They're a bit slow at the moment, aren't they? Oh, a bit of placement there. Again, not any real, nothing real explosive. Just placing the ball into the gaps.
No, just ball was a bit short at that time. We'll see what happens now.
Shot. That's a better
Toe
shot.
crusher.
So, Jared.
Well, he's showing out that he is a legend in the game because every ball's different, keeping the batsmen on their toes.
Oh, Jared's definitely... Oh, James, nearly a hatch there. Jared's definitely taken the... definitely gone down to Bunnings and got himself an excavator, so...
Yeah, quite possibly.
So he's not using the bat tonight. Bang!
He did that time.
Good shot by Johnson. Down the ground, that's the opening boundary of the night. Low full toss. Flew back to the other end at an absolute rate of knots, didn't it?
It did. No, that was really, really well struck.
So, final ball of this over. And fairly balanced so far. 1 for 16. Swing and 4 more. So,
They're warming up. They're warming up.
Warming up, so looks like the seem to get a bit of a feel for the wickets. They seem to be settling nicely, so maybe a bit more batter friendly this week.
Yeah, could possibly be. That's the first 2 overs done. The next 2 overs from Drink and Drive should be very interesting now.
So the Kelvinator to bowl now. Those loopy unorthodox wristies of his. Ball on the pitch and covered comfortably there by Winter on the back net. So where will Johnson dare go after him? Placement.
Not that time.
Not that time. Good judgment, good placement there by Johnson on the leg side.
Johnson's got an eye for the ball. You can see that. And he's going to start slogging, I'd say, in the last over of the skin.
Can they go and big in the 4th over?
I would say so.
Yeah. Oh, well, good bit of fielding there.
I just think he's waiting until Kelvinator finishes his over because he's a little bit unorthodox tonight from what I've seen so far, and it's slowing Johnson up a little bit.
So he's just sort of waiting for the right opportunities, you reckon?
Yep.
Kelvinator pressuring him a bit here. Another good shot there, placed into the side net. So, where do we stand on the Kelvinator? Like, do we like the way he goes about his business here, Benny, or? Oh, gone! No, it's a no ball.
It was
It's
way
an off
out.
the pitch no ball, and Robbie swallowed it whole. And Jared gets a life there.
I'm actually surprised he took it.
Another one off the pitch, and Jared just getting underneath it, and easy run there. So 3 overs down, 1 over left, 1 for 32.
I have to say that's a bit of bad luck on the Kelvinator's part there, and as we were about to discuss before that attempt at a wicket, he's very, very capable.
Yes.
And that over shows. It slowed down the run rate. Got a couple of singles in here and there, but he's slowed them down, kept them guessing.
Sees to Mark Windsor with the ball in hand for this final over of the skin. Oh,
wide.
trouble. That's a good ball. So he's following Jared there. He's keeping him on his toes. Shot. Good shot. Not a bad bit of excavating there at all by Jared's. Not a bad length, actually. Low full toss, but not the easiest one to get a hold of. I don't think he hit it
No,
cleanly.
definitely not.
It wasn't
Definitely
a clean shot, but
You wouldn't expect a clean shot off that either.
so your man Raf Johnson on strike now. You reckon he's going big?
There's a good chance he will in this over.
Wide
Not
ball.
with that one.
Not with that one. Oh, come on.
I think I've got to stop presuming as to
come on,
what's actually
there
going
was,
to
There was
happen.
easily a hook shot on there, surely.
There he goes with it, but it doesn't go far.
Oh, boom! Great shot there by Jared, straight over his head. Big 7. That is a wonderful piece of batting, that. That's the shot he's been looking for, isn't it, Benny?
Yeah, I think they've both been in the aim for it, and there's only one ball left now. Johnson's back on.
Johnson's batted
See
well.
if he's going to follow up with another boundary.
Right. Oh, tickles it down the weak side. Gets himself 2, I believe.
Very little he could do with that. That was on the borderline of going wide, and that's the end of the skin.
So 1 for 52.
It's not bad.
That's a good opening partnership for these boys.
23 and 29 there.
You're
No,
not
that's good.
complaining about that.
No, not at all.
complaint. I think. And they haven't paced, they haven't slogged it. It was actually, like, considering the runs they scored, it was quite a slow skin, wasn't it?
Yeah, I did expect them in the third and fourth over to really take off. They looked like they were warming up in that second over for it. No, they played conservative. No wickets. Well, one.
Sean James picked up that late wicket.
Yeah,
The
just one
Kelvinator
wicket
bowled
there.
nice over. Good pressure over. Slowed him down a bit. So we'll see our new batters. So Nick Robson and Nick Syme into bat. So there's one thing that Drink and Drive do very well. They do bat well. They have a very strong batting lineup, and they win their games with their batting. Lukey Hinchin to open. Here we go. Wide, and Robbo says, yes, I'll have another one. So jackpots will be re-bowled. Lukey's actually been really, really good for Wet Desire. He's been taking a lot of wickets for him. Defended
Right
well.
off the first bowl, there was an attempt at a boundary.
Yeah. Now Syme on strike. Let's see how he fare on the, what do we call it, on the goats track?
Yeah, the goat track.
On the goat track, so... Oh, big
Big
swing.
swing.
Oh,
No ding.
no ding, and a lack of footwork from Simon there saves him from the stumping. You see the
They're ambitious.
Kelvinator just mucking around with the old Chinese logo. Looks simple, no one understands it.
Exactly.
Took off the legs, so Simon's off the mark.
And this consistency of getting those single runs all the way through, that's what's got them their score to begin with. And as I've said in the weeks prior, just keep ticking it over. Don't go too extravagant in trying to get the boundaries when the singles are actually doing the job.
See, I'm curious to see how Hinchin's going to use Borman as a bowler, when he'll bowl him, and actually how he will fare tonight with the ball on this goat's track of a pitch, because he's not renowned. He's renowned more for his ability to hitch the ball up and swing it, but not nip it around much. The end of the over, 1 for 67. And speak of the devil, here he is.
Here he is now. I just saw him throw the gloves. I thought he might have thrown his bucket and spade and left the sandpit, but after the first over, reports back to the umpire on how shit the bloody pitch is.
Oh, yes.
I think his temper's just going to get worse now because now he's got to bowl the pitch.
Yeah, well, don't be surprised if he gets it right up there on the block hole. Ooh, bit of pace there, good heat. Probably not.
Should have taken the Commodore down there, see if there's any potholes in it.
Oh, how can you measure that with the Commodore?
I would have had to pull over and change the tyre.
Oh, God, no, those things are bulletproof. Yeah, top edge. If we're going to assess that with a car, we're taking a pile of brittle shit down there. Like, we're going...
Like a Ferrari.
Yeah, exactly. We're going down there with a $500,000 Ferrari.
It wouldn't even coat on a flat goat track.
Swing, Shaw. Straight drive there from Robson. Finds himself 4, so... Syme faced 2 balls so far, hasn't looked comfortable. And boom!
That was comfortable enough.
That was very comfortable there from Syme.
Spying the opportunity.
Bang! Didn't miss the 13 by much, just below the tape, so... Geez, that'll put some pressure on Borman, won't it? You didn't get hit with that very often.
I have a feeling that Syme was just going to let that one rip regardless of wherever the ball was.
Yeah,
I think he'd already had a premeditated plan there. Robson might be doing the same. Yep.
Oh, bang! Robson joins in on the action. Let's actually have a look at Sean James here. Good catch, in the right position, like premeditated. Unfortunately, he didn't get the run out, but
It's a good try.
It was actually a very good read of the game there from James, for no result. So, geez, Jolie's taken an absolute pasting in this over, hasn't he?
He has.
A real pasting. So 1 ball left in his over. Shorter delivery. An appeal. Umpire.
I think he just made it through.
Yeah. And that will
Inch and a
close.
half, 2 inches over the line.
So we're halfway through this first innings, and they're 1 for 88. This is starting to get a bit concerning, I think, for Wentworth Wire, because we're well in excess of our part totals.
No, that's it. And Robson and Syme have warmed up very quickly in going for those boundaries. The next 2 overs could be pretty much
spell danger.
the critical point of the actual match, and particularly if they don't fall to any wickets.
We got the legend Robbie himself.
They know they're in trouble. They've got to bring him in for a wicket.
Oh, good ball. Wide ball. See, Syme just backing away. The minute he saw the length, he just backed away a bit. So not too keen on the short one.
No.
I think you have to wonder now because with the recent slight boost in budget for the broadcasters, we now have each game is limited to one mercy review per game. So which team is likely to use the mercy review and when?
Yes.
A Wet Desire at a point now where if they get a 50-50, they pull it out.
Yeah, I think they might actually.
Oh, these two, they're making very light work of this, aren't they?
It's a shame a good clean hit like that sounds absolutely beautiful just goes nowhere.
Oh, gone! Good catch there by James in the back. So Robbie the legend does
That's
his
his little
job.
bit of redemption from earlier.
Just sitting in the side net, and Sean, he judged that well, didn't he?
He did.
Good bit of fielding there by James in the back net. So Robbie gets himself a wicket. So, but only the second for the evening.
You can see James has got his eye on the game.
That's what you want. Oh, appeal. Borman not interested. So 7 overs gone, 2 for 92. So Shawnee's in the bowl again. So they want wickets. He wants to put some pressure on, doesn't he?
Yeah, they need wickets desperately. 2's not enough.
Just in the corner, Robbie recovers well. So it's just, I think I'd like to see him. It's risky to pitch it up. Again, they're just airlifting into that back corner there. Just like to see if he could just get the ball a little bit fuller and maybe let it swing if there's any seam left on that ball. Try and take the goat's road out of it completely. Not a bad bit of bowling there actually from James, but
Yeah, I think it's toe crusher time there.
definitely toe crusher time.
Because number one, first and foremost, they're not going to get a boundary off of something that's basically aimed right at their feet.
No.
And if it's that fast, they're not going to be able to step up onto it either.
And just short. Another boundary there by the looks of it. Yeah, it's another boundary here from Robson he's made again. They're cruising now, aren't they, Benny?
No, they are. Wet
They
Desire are in trouble.
They are in deep shit. Because these boys are just cruising along without any effort at all, and there's still another partnership to come. Oh, another fumble there. So 2 balls remain in this skin. Geez, 2 wickets. 2 wickets is what they need. Oh, good ball. There's that sandshoe crusher you were calling for before,
That's
Benny.
right.
Another sandshoe crusher here would be nice.
I mean, they're not going to get a boundary off it. They may get baby lucky to get singles.
Oh, went for it, so I'm advancing
And that was that one that was pitched up a little bit.
just to get underneath it, but that will close the skin.
2 for 109. Wet Desire are in trouble.
Yeah, that is not pretty reading for the bowling side, is it?
No, certainly not. They are under a lot of pressure now. They need to get some wickets.
2 massive partnerships. And still with Tim Boyd and Steve O'Connor to come in, who can both hold a bat. And at the moment, Sean, James and Robbie, the only 2 real standouts with the ball. Interested to see the Kelvinator bowl his next over. He bowled quite well on this absolute goat's tracks of the pitch.
Kelvinator and Borman. Borman's got some venom.
Don't think this pitch has favoured Borman very well though.
No, he's hitting the potholes.
Yeah, definitely hitting the potholes. So Tim Boyd and Steve Connor on strike now, and we've got Mark Winter to kick off. At wickets average would be very handy right now.
Indeed.
2 a game. Yet to take one, so
He's winding up. He's going for a boundary.
Wide
And
ball.
it's a wide ball.
He's like, I have another one. So, well, that's trademark Boydie. Wind it up. Winding up, winding. Oh, good ball.
Supposed to hit the ball, not the pitch. That's why there's potholes in the gravel track.
Yes. Or as our mate Leslie used to say, hit the ball, you wanker.
Yes.
Wider delivery and a simple run out there for Borman.
0D.
Connor started the run, then stopped, and then he's whipped the bails off about 3 times there just to ensure, and the wicket falls. So a much needed wicket falls for Wet Desire on off the bowling of Mark Winter. So
And need another 3.
a little flick there from Connor. So Steve Connor's off the mark. And I don't think Boydie was particularly impressed with that last decision.
I was just about to say, I think his brakes didn't work that time.
I think there's a hole in the net now. That wasn't there before.
No, that's...
Oh, gone! Sitter! Robbie, the legend, taking a catch on the boundary. In the air. Yeah, not a clean hit. It just lollied over to him.
Yeah,
Boydie
that was-
looking to hit that 13 square, which you generally have to sort of lolly a bit to hit it, but it fell straight into the bread
You can
basket.
see how he tried, but
Winter gets another wicket. Warner. Very flighted delivery there. Close the over. So Winter. That's a good spell. 2 for 13.
that's good.
That's a good recovery.
Kelvinator in
Here we
there.
go. This is what we've been waiting for. Wanted to see the Kelvinator bowl in this skin.
He needs to deliver a few wickets there as well to keep Wet Desire in.
So what, wickets or not, are you happy if he goes for 6? In the air,
Yeah.
hits the gap. Robbie not quite quick enough to cut it off. I only imagine wickets are ideal, but the more you can contain the runs, the better, with this run rate already climbing.
Well, see, this is key. Obviously within the scoring of this game, you lose runs off your score when a wicket falls as well. And this is where I'm saying Wet Desire really desperately need wickets here.
Flighted delivery outside off, so another wide. So he's just leaking a little bit here. Has a tendency to leak, but has a very natural ability just to pick up those wickets when you need them.
Well, this is the pressure. They can't afford to let things leak at the moment.
Shot and out.
That's gone.
Good
That's the one he
catch by
wanted.
Borman. So there's the wicket. He clubs it into the net. Sits into the pouch of Borman's gloves very comfortably as well. So the Kelvinator gets a wicket. Boyd and Connor costing drink and drive at the moment.
They are, most certainly.
They're behind where they started. Wide delivery. So
And I mean, at the same time, first 2 skins have given them the opportunity to be a little bit expensive here, but at the same time, they need to stop Wet Desire having a chance from catching up to them. And at the moment, they're just getting a little bit too casual.
Well, both the batters and the bowlers. So there's
Yes.
2 overs left. Minchin's going to bowl this one, and then we'll see Joel Borman bowl in the last. So again, Lukey can't afford to go for 15 again.
No.
He needs a good economical over with a couple of wickets.
That was a good ball.
Not a bad delivery at all, that one. So tickle down the leg side. So Boyd on strike. Boyd under a bit of pressure here, yet to get into the positives. Oh, good ball. is the batter they probably need to target, isn't it, Benny? He's under
It
pressure
is.
to try and pick off a few, as many as you possibly can.
He keeps winding up for that boundary. He's nowhere near the wickets.
Open stance. There it is. It's in his slot. He doesn't quite get a hold of it. I think everyone sort of lost the ball a bit there.
Yeah, they did.
Just found its way into the side net for 2. But now Hinchin can just, if he can spear that toe crusher into the base and middle and leg, might just be able to get through the defences of Connor. He's looking for it, but just pushes it down leg. Better delivery. Bit of a fumble there from Robbie, so last ball in this. He's conceded 7 off this over.
I think he needs to give one a go just straight down the centre, toe crusher right at the stump.
Oh, it's there. Oh, and it's been misfielded on the back net, so it's going to cost him. And Hinchin will finish none for 26 as we enter the final over.
Here he is.
Here he is. So Big Jolly, he's yet to take a wicket tonight, but that wicket average of his would be very, very nice for Wet Desire.
Well, he needs a bit of redemption here because that first over was very expensive.
Very, very expensive. So there we go. Gorman to Boyd. Now, you know, if you're Wet Desire, you don't mind this matchup. I'd be backing Borman just to spear that Yorkman and beat him for pace. Oh, good shot. Played late there by Boyd into the offside. Now, how will Connor fare? Connor's been very strong off the leg side, so it's a very, very fine margin for error. Oh, good swing. Bit of late swing there, so obviously there's still a seam left on that ball.
Yeah, he wasn't too far off it there either.
No.
Like I said, that toe crusher length, straight down the middle.
Flick off the legs again. It's a little too straight there. Three balls left.
His target.
A hat trick, he's looking at 3 for 11. And it gets him into double figures. In the air. Oh, no! It's been dropped. Shawnee's been so good on the back net tonight. Oh, no.
You wouldn't read about it.
They've nicked a 2 as well. Heads in pockets. That's a great shot. Shawnee just not quite there, but heads went down and the Boyd and Connor took the opportunity to nick an extra run, so it's cost him 8 there.
They know they needed that too.
Absolutely. So 2 balls left in the innings. Borman to Boyd. A little short, but the line was good. So umpire calls final ball of the innings. 5 for 132.
Wet Desire are in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Even if there was a wicket off that last ball, they are still in an awful lot of trouble here. They've got a lot of catching up to do.
It's the close of innings, 5 for 134. That's fair to say it was unforeseen.
I think we're so close to finals time now that I'm expecting these kind of scores myself, but our first 2 skins for Drink and Drive were just absolutely sensational. They just knew exactly what to do, and Wet Desire were just left in a heap.
And then Tim, like Boyd and Connor probably haven't put quite the clinic on that the other boys did, but they've still put runs on. And look at those figures. Mark Winter 2 for 13, very, very good. Robbie and James held their own, and Kelvin had a bowl well, but It's not pretty reading.
I wouldn't have expected Borman to have
God, no, that's not...
such a result there. Such an expensive result
Like,
off his 2 overs.
What's that? 19 and over. That is remarkably expensive for him.
I mean, mind you, having said that, that drop catch by James would have
It would have
drastically
helped.
affected that result.
Absolutely. So we see the fielders are out there now, and the batters are on their way. So, well, this is signs, I imagine, from Wet Desire that they're going big and they're going hard.
Yes.
They put
Borman
Joel in
and
there.
Kelvinator.
Yeah, they put their big gun. They put the recruits in, and they're backing these two for a big opening stance.
No break there at all.
No breaks whatsoever. Swing and Drive going to stick to their processes with Jared opening the bowling. So there we go. First ball. This over will pretty much dictate the skin. So I think that's a little win there for Drink and Drive. It's cost them nothing there, that one. Kelvinator just busy dressing himself.
Yeah, well, those rubber gloves.
You know, you like those rubber gloves though. He's only wearing them because you sponsored him.
Correct.
Oh, the Kelvinator, he's backing away and swinging.
He knows.
He knows he's got to go big. He's got to settle and watch that ball. Away, and he gets himself off the mark.
You know, at the same time, you know, like as I've constantly said, if they play that conservative approach where they just keep ticking over instead of going for the boundaries, they could get that target.
Another leading edge from Borman. Regardless, though, they probably need a boundary and over. Let's be honest. A boundary over across the innings, and Borman sneaks a cheeky single there, but if they do manage to pick themselves up a boundary and over, less pressure on the batters, they can just poke it around and hit the one. So,
I don't think the pressure's going to be lifted either way on Wet Desire.
with such a large total on their hands.
They do have a lot of work to do, and you can tell Borman's getting ambitious there. He wants to put his stamp on it.
So end of the over, 6 off, but that's a win for Drink and Drive. Let's see, so Tim Boyd. So this is not the most accurate bowler in the world, but a very difficult bowler to get a hold of. And gone!
Oh dear, oh dear.
Dear, oh dear. That's a disappointing effort from the Kelvinator. Not watching the ball, took off, didn't think about it. And they given away a very, very cheap wicket.
Yes, that was a little too easy.
And Boydie gets the first. Kelvinator facing up, second ball of the Boyd over. Wide. He does have a tendency to spray him a bit, but as you can see with that flight and length he bowls, it's not easy to get a hold of. Back to the bowler.
Straight back at him.
Oh,
He's safe.
fumble. A fumble from Boyd's cost him another wicket there. Borman on strike. Well left by Borman. Bit of a pirouette there on his two.
Yeah, he could have been up on his tippy toes for that one.
Bang! That's better. So there's the length that he wanted. He's been sweating on that length. He opens the front leg. Boom! Off it goes.
That's what they need.
Johnson bravely putting his hand up in the air, but probably thankful that it didn't make contact.
Yeah, it probably would have hurt a little bit. A little bit of a sting.
Oh, I'd be more concerned about, you know. I remember the last time someone put their hand up for one of those. Yeah, Barry found the finger 2 days later.
Did he put it up for auction?
Oh, absolutely he did. Claims for the first time in 6 months he was able to buy a spare meal. So big Raph Johnson had success with the bat. Be looking to continue that with the ball tonight, and first ball's on a length outside off. This Goats trailer pitch really, oh, look at the turn on that. Really playing havoc with the Kelvinators.
I was just about to say, what the hell was that?
Yeah. And a simple run out.
Oh dear.
Third ball.
Kelvinator's given up.
It was bound to happen. Oh, well, look at the movement off the pitch. Like this Goats track of a wicket. It's clearly not favouring the Kelvinator. He likes it hard and flat.
Big swing, no ding. You don't run.
Oh, third ball, they had to make an attempt, but it was a very simple run out nonetheless. Oh, Pitch Demon starting to play havoc with Borman as well. Pressure just piles and piles on. Loopy delivery down the ground. Bang! Great shot there from Borman. He gets himself to 20. He's starting to find some form now.
That's another one he was after.
Not a great delivery from Johnson, though.
No, it wasn't.
Well over-pitched. Took the wicket out of the equation completely.
Yeah, same with that one as well.
Dipped, and another simple run out. So a simple run out there. The Kelvinator not quite aware of what was going on.
He's not in the game tonight.
Yeah. So the Kelvinator facing now Boyd into bowl again after that very good first over of his. Bees Dick away from the leg stump there. Oh, and again.
That as well.
So was that again. So third ball score must change. The last two third balls have resulted in wickets. They're going to get another one here. Oh, shot. Placement there from the Kelvinator, just onto the offside.
Well, it's given himself two. He's still in the negatives. He's still got a bit of work to do.
A lot of work to do here, yeah. It's the way Borman puts it down into front legs, so.
2 balls left in the skin.
Kelvinator, he'll want to get off strike here, give Borman another crack. Oh, good shot. I think he gets himself 3 there. Yep, gets himself a 3. So final over the skin. Boyd can't bowl on the slot. Oh, boom! Bang! Into the square.
That's what he was after. He's done his job. He's done his job on the skin.
That's not a... it's a let off from Boyd, isn't it?
It's a shame.
He was bowling really well, and the last ball of his spell, he puts it in the slot. Costs himself 13 off the last ball, and although I don't know if it's enough of a foundation, it's a foundation nonetheless for Wet Desire. So it's still 4 bats to come, so how Hinchin plays his batters here, I'm curious to see, but geez, Raph Johnson really put his mark on the game there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. He's still got an over to go as well, so...
And on the back of a great knock as well.
Indeed.
Let's see, so Lukey Hinchin's out there now. Strong batting average. He's going to need that tonight. And not a bad average there from Mark Winter, so there's batting here.
Yeah, well, it's needed, most certainly.
So, and Steve Connor to bowl, so...
There's 8 overs left in the game, and they are
so if they get
far behind.
Get themselves to... Maybe if they can get maybe 60 odd, get themselves to 90.
they'd be in for a chance if they made it up to 90 by the end of this spin.
Placement there from Windsor.
At the same time, they've got to not lose their wickets as well.
Yeah, they can't lose wickets ultimately. But they can nearly afford probably just to poke it around a bit, wait for the boundary ball and give it a good pasting.
Yeah, just keep knocking over the singles in between.
Oh, that's not a good shot from Hinchin. That's very unlike Hinchin. He's a lot more solid than that. Usually covers his boots with Araldite before he goes out to make sure he uses his hands. I believe his coach once threatened him to cement his feet to the ground.
Yeah, well, it has been done. Oh, concrete galoshes.
Oh, yes. And didn't they help your batting average?
No, I could still do pirouettes at mine.
Oh, foot down the leg side there from Windsor. Got 9 off this over so far. They get through like a boundary off this ball. Oh, big in-swinger from Connor. Looked like it was going to be a wide, but it just tailed him late.
I think Hinchin's a little bit rattled.
Yeah, absolutely. Now Nick Simon to bowl, very handy bowl. He doesn't miss. He's shoebox every day of the week. He will not miss. Winter on strike. Winter holds the crease.
That's a good ball.
Umpire calls third ball. Might just making contact with the thigh, I think, there. Down the ground. Ooh. Now they pick off 2 more. So that is... Curious to see how Hinchin plays this over. Because Tom will put it in a good length, but trouble. So he will bowl a length that Hinchin liked, but it's...
He's warming up.
Yeah.
He's warming up.
Hinchin will like his chances, but Syme will not miss the length that he wants to hit. Another good length there. And it's the epitome of medium pace bowling from the cricket. Shoebox, 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 isn't it?
Yep.
That's a dead ball. I was going to say, it made a big noise off the bat there from Hinchin, but he's just managed to pick a hole in the side net, hit it out of the ground.
Another one where I said, like it sounds absolutely plumb when it comes off the bat and it goes nowhere.
Oh,
Well, in this case, it just went in the very wrong direction.
It was run into the cover boundary for 4. And again! He's put it in the same bloody spots!
Got to give it to him for consistency.
Surely we've got to give him 4 for that now. He's hit it twice.
Well, you won't ever hear him say he can't find the hole.
Oh, big news. The umpire has offered Hinchin 12 runs if he can pick the hole again on this ball.
Oh, Rapunzel let down your nasal hair.
Oh, bugger, he's hit it straight. Gets himself 3, so he gets 3 attempts at it and he misses out.
I think that would have been fair to the 12 runs off that, because three in a row, like that'd be the equivalent of a hat trick.
Oh, absolutely. Well, mate, both of them were running away to the cover boundary for 4. So, end of the over. An entertaining over at that. 6 overs, they're halfway through, they're 3 for 52. The wicket hasn't fallen. So, maybe just starting to get a bit of a feel for the pitch.
Yeah, a little bit of promise here. Johnson in the bowl.
Yep, he bowled well in his opening over.
This is where it could all change.
Oh!
That foot came back quick.
Flighted delivery there from Johnson. Into side. And
I'm going to call that ball a total clusterfuck because that was a clusterfuck from as soon as it left Johnson's hand.
oh yes,
Everyone fumbled on that.
Loopy in the air. And a half-hearted appeal here. Bit of it.
Third umpire of TV Director, we have a mercy review.
We have a
for
mercy review
run
here,
out.
Benny. A mercy review for the game has been
First thing first, he is
taken.
definitely out
Matter of
150%.
time.
Just assessing the no ball here. It is definitely a no ball.
Absolutely.
However, Luke Hincham is not deserving of such assistance, so we'll be ignoring that completely. Now just assessing the run out here. Will it check another ankle, please? Okay, well, there's no denying it. He is definitely out. He is bad as in another postcode. However, we do understand that Drink and Drive are in the top 4. We also understand that Wet Desire need all the assistance they can get to actually make this game interesting, so we'll be sticking with our incorrect decision of not out.
Well, that was our third umpire. Charlie can't come quickly slowpoke. Dear oh dear.
Very good idea. Well, so it's fair to say, would it be fair to say that was a burnt mercy review there? No, it wasn't. That was a catch.
That was there.
So that's a catch there. So forget about the mercy review. Easy, simple catch on the back net there.
Yeah, that was textbook.
Textbook there, but I think it's fair. So the wicket falls that they wanted. I think it's fair to say it was a burnt mercy review.
Well, after that last ball,
Yeah.
might have saved it once, but then yeah, it comes through a second time.
Oh, Johnson's starting to get a bit of movement here. Hinchin jumping around all over the place like a ballerina.
Yeah, a little uncertain as to why Hinchin took 3 steps back when that ball was flighted directly at the wickets.
I think maybe he just forgot his ballerina shoes.
Yeah. You better get those concrete galoshes out.
Yeah, well, it's pretty.
Hang on, he can borrow mine.
Hey, well, it's not easy to get up on the old tiptoes in
It is when you wear high heels. But that's another sport altogether.
That's another sport altogether. So Steve Connor to bowl his second over. Third ball, score must change. And a simple run out. Winter pops into the back corner and Robson makes no mistake.
Yeah, I think Wet Desire are rattled.
A bit, very rattled now.
I think we're on the borderline now of just giving up.
I think we're on curtains now. I think
That's a shame.
I don't know about you, mate, but I can taste the beers. So, what did you see in the fridge when you came in this evening? Were we Golds or are we Great Northerns or are we?
I think it's a Great Northern, not that bloody 4X River Water.
So no river water tonight. Cool. Okay, I don't mind the old Great Northern. So it's better than that cat piss they drink in Victoria. So.
Oh shit, yeah.
So 3 balls remain in this skin. Bad shot into that corner and well fielded by Signs. So I think it's fair to say that Barry's had a good night. So I haven't heard the Harley start up.
Well, on the odds that he had up there, and there was literally, like 2 copper coins, a 1 cent and a 2 cent coin in it. Yeah, was that a run out?
Cheeky single.
I think he might have been in.
He was holding his crease, so very cheeky single there. Final ball this skin, Wet Desire a 5 for 55. Oh, and a leading edge. She'll get away with it, so close of the 8th over. 5 for 57. And Robbie and Sean James coming in next. So they need 80. So they need, is that 20? Yeah, 20 and over, isn't it?
Yep.
So Is it a Hackfest?
Oh, I think we're in.
Hackfest turf?
I think we're in KFC Big Bash semis at the moment, where it's who gives a fuck, just hit it,
Yeah.
just
okay.
flog the fuck out of it.
So,
I think that's where
it's
this
a C-grade-
skin.
It's a third grade Hackfest, not a first grade Hackfest.
Yeah, I think that's where this skin might be. It's just going to be a hack fest, just smash the shit out of it.
So we have. And the averages aren't too bad for these two, but combined, I don't think it's enough.
It just depends if they are just as rattled as on the last skin.
Nick Robson bowling, he's got 2 overs up his sleeve. There we go, jackpot ball to start. Get some runs off this one. Bang, big shot. Robbie not quite getting a hold of it, but the intent was there. What can James do tonight? Oh, what sort of a shot's that?
Yeah, I think he hasn't realised that the cricket bat's in his hand to be used for a reason. He just threw his whole body at that one.
Oh, that's better.
better.
Yeah. And half-assed give no fucks appeal there, which has been turned around. Maybe some assistance there from the umpire.
Yeah, James was well in.
So, well, it's on James's batting so far. There's a serious lack of intent here. And I don't know about you. My dad always said to me, if you've got wood, use it.
Yeah, well, 4 balls in. He's only faced 2.
Oh, that's
Oh,
better.
that's much better. There's the
Great
boundary.
shot there from James. Like, talk us through this one, Benny.
That's the warm up. It almost looked like he was trying to get ready for, and that's just come out of nowhere, considering he was throwing his whole body at his first ball that he was facing.
Last ball of
It's good knock.
little French cut there.
James getting a little bit too far ahead of himself there as far as Robbie is concerned.
Robson goes for 15 off his first. It's not the ideal run rate, but it's a promising sign.
Well,
Simon's a bowl now.
oh dear, that is very, very lucky for Robbie.
Yeah, I think your
The
man
fumble ball at the back.
Your man Raph Johnson's let him down there. Really let him down. In the air, boundary.
There's another one.
There's another boundary. So Robbie gets into the action. Oh, this is promising. Oh, that's
Straight up over
That's
the lot
a
of them.
textbook straight drive,
That's
isn't
brilliant.
it? That is brilliant.
And that's why he's the legend in the game.
So, come on, Shawnee. So Shawnee to the boundary. We want to see another one here. So hopefully Shawnee will swing the bat. Yeah, better effort. Jared is taking the safe option. Allows it to come to him.
5 for 82, 15 balls to go.
Sam went for 11 in his first over. He's gone for 10 here.
There's another one. Johnson at the back there trying to wonder where the ball actually went.
2 balls left. They get some more runs off him. What about 8 potentially? Oh, hit the ball, you wanker.
Yeah, that was a bit
That's
conservative.
a soft shot.
Dear, oh dear.
Pull your finger out of your ass.
Especially after that boundary.
Put your cock away. That's better.
Oh,
Oh, and Johnson takes a stumping on, what was that? How many attempts we got here? Let's count them. So go. 1, 2,
5
3,
attempts and then
6.
the
Yeah,
actual-
6. I got 6 attempts there. Successful on the 7th. So Simon finishes 1 for 17. Now Jared's back in to bowl. He bowled a good first over straight up. None for 6. Robbie's got to keep hitting here. If they get into triple figures this over, it's an interesting last over. Oh, good ball. Steal a single. See, Shawnee's really got to... He's got to roll his sleeves up now. He's really got to swing the bat.
Well, particularly when he's running.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Shawnee, hit the ball! Another...
Yeah, he got a bit of his own back there then, because he was already completed his run. Robbie hadn't even left his own crease. So Robbie just paid him back on that one.
Oh, Robbie's got some work to do here. He's carrying the team here. Oh, another inside edge. Jared, he's bowling a good corridor here. He's not giving them anything.
He's bowling really well.
Bowling really well. And yeah, the run rate's heavily in his favour, but he's still bowling those sharp line and length that he bowls. And then
that was a good reply to that ball from James.
They're not getting a hold of it. He's giving them nothing to play with. Not even a toy. And again, straight into the spot. $13 gets them to 97. James hits a 13 here, they get to 97. And then it's interesting. Oh, I didn't quite get a hold of it. So that will close the 11th over. So we've got 1 over left. So what's 80? So 96, 106, 116, 126. So they need 50 off this over.
Don't like their chances.
Couple of 13s?
Well, that's not going to be a 13.
That's not a 13, that sucks. So we've got 5 13s is still a fair whack. Oh, good ball. That's a great ball there from Robson.
That left James scratching his head.
Well, I think it would have taken his head, honestly. Slower ball on a length, so this is good bowling from Robson. And that will pretty much, well, yeah, that's...
I'd like them to get to triple digits. 3 balls to go.
Oh, good bumper.
Oh.
Sharp ball there from Robson. I think the our scorer is pretty much logged off for the night. That pretty much says it all. Now, leading edge, another short delivery. Now, final
I'm
ball.
actually wondering now who actually really does need those concrete galoshes. We've got James here trying to makeshift some pirouettes.
Another short one, popped into the offside, and that will close the innings. So
that's it.
41 runs, Drink and Drive will win by. Which, that's not going to do Wet Desire any favours, is it?
No, most certainly not. We knew they were in trouble right from second skin in the first innings.
So, but that's, I mean, it's actually, Robbie's batted very well. Shawnee probably could have, Shawnee has batted well, but could have batted better if he pulled his finger out of his ass.
Yeah, well, Borman did his job.
Yeah, he struggled.
Kelvinator surprised me. I would have expected a little bit more of a score out of him. He got rattled.
He struggled on that pitch, though. He did not enjoy that pitch. But Raf Johnson, the real standout, 3 for -4. Absolute clinic with the ball.
Well, with a little bit of luck, they put some asphalt on it.
Right, and the rest.
Well, even just some asphalt on its own, that'd be better than the gravel they were bowling on there today.
Or maybe a bit of gravel, bit of mud.
We're going to water the pitch, are we?
Let's water it a bit, shall we? Soften it up, bring the spinners into place. So, but that win cements Drink and Drive at 3rd place. They're not falling out of that spot. With a week left of general games, it's Generation Cat and Wet Desire. That's the difference. It's going to be those two. One of those two. And look at how close the for and against is there. Like, this isn't just a matter of win the game. If both teams win next week, the team that wins by the most is going through.
Most certainly. I do hope it is generation gap. You know, debut season.
They've done very well, yes.
They have done extremely well to be still sitting in the top four, and they have been.
Well, and they've played less
most of the way
games.
through, and they've played less games. They've had
as well,
a bye. Yeah.
So, well, that concludes the broadcast for this week. Round 10 next week, Benny. Final round before finals.
Yes.
So we'll hopefully see you all next week, people.